Let's run some analysis on some doubles points. I'll show you where I think mistakes were made and what can be done to fix them. So in this point, the return goes back to the baseline player on the right, and she lobs over the player in the blue's head. Very good shot, very successful. But what I want you to look at is look how close to the net this player in the blue is before the player lobs. If you hit a shot and there's a chance of the baseline player lobbing, you don't want to stand that close to the net. It makes it really hard to cover. So let's play this out. It goes over her head and her partner runs across behind her to cover that shot, which is good. However, the player in the blue just stays on the same side of the court. She should actually switch when that happens and run back to the baseline so she's even with her partner. In case her partner doesn't hit a very good shot back, she's not susceptible to getting attacked. Now, the other thing I'd like to see is after this lob gets hit, I'd like to see this baseline player move forward into a volley position to put more pressure on the next shot. So the lob goes to this side of the court, and then the net player on the left, right here, she does a good thing by moving to follow the ball. However, I think she moves too far forward because then she's susceptible to getting lobs. So watch how she moves a little bit to the right, but instead of her moving diagonally and being this close to the net for the next shot to come back, I'd like to see her move more laterally. So if she can move more in this direction to pinch the middle of the court, then she's in good shape to cover a lob that's coming back. Now, it's pretty obvious that the player retrieving this ball, look at the position they're in. The only shot they're going to be able to hit is another lob back, right? So we want to prepare ourselves on the near side for another lob coming back by not standing too close to the net. In this next point, the player on the left receives the serve, and notice how short in the court the ball lands on the serve. So I think right away, the player on the left might be doing too big of a backswing. Look at how high the paddle is, as if she's going to do a full swing in this situation when all she really needs is a soft tap to make it over the net to any depth that she wants. Now, the mistake that she makes, though, is she's running forward to it and she hits it right at the player in the red, the opposing net player. And this leaves her no reaction time to get that next ball back if it comes right at her. So to avoid this from happening, the returner needs to find a way to make the ball go back cross court on her return to avoid that net player in the red. And I think her success rate is going to be much higher if she switches to a slice by opening the paddle face and doing a reduced backswing rather than trying to take a full swing when she has to rush forward to that shorter ball. I want you to notice two really good things that the volleyer does in this point. She actually hits a winning volley on her first shot. The first thing I want you to notice is watch as this player is moving forward. So the player on the right, she's moving forward. Her opponent is about to hit the ball, and she does a split step just before her opponent makes contact with the ball. So you can see her feet are actually off of the ground here. She's doing a split step, and the ball is almost on her opponent's racket at this stage, not quite. And then when her opponent makes contact, then she's landing on the ground and she can react to her opponent's shot. So that's very important. A lot of players, they'll run forward and they won't stop when their opponent's hitting the ball, so they can't react properly to that incoming shot. Now, the next thing I want you to pay attention to is after she does the split step and identifies where the ball's going, I want you to watch how she bends her left knee, right? So this knee right here, so that she can push from that leg and actually step with the right foot after she hits the ball, right? By doing that, she keeps herself in pretty good balance when she's actually hitting the shot. So watch here how that left knee bends, she hits the ball, and then she lands on the right foot after, right? So this keeps her in much better balance than if she were to step and hit the ground before she hit the ball. Instead, she's pushing, then she's hitting, and then she's landing on that right foot. Watch how that right foot moves forward to keep her on balance and keep momentum going through the volley. And it's actually a really tough volley because it's low and in front of her, but because she does that, she ends up hitting a winner on the shot, whereas if she hadn't done that, I think there's a good chance that next ball might go right into the net.